Okay, uh-oh. Things are... No, wait. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Calm down. Okay, I don't know where it actually cut off. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch. Calm down, explain to you. By the final honest, I would pass with bombs there. Or someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean I get planted bombs? You got suspicious, went to investigate them. And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. That's where we are. It was weird. OBS crashed, but then it just came back. I didn't even do anything. Like I was gonna close OBS and then reset it, but I don't know. Why?
I see. I see.
Oh, okay. OBS is the killer. Of course.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
And Monomi was there for whatever reason.
Real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it! All to hell!
What is?
So that's
it's
why
supposed
you're
to
the
be
only one
like
who knew the bombs at the military base
her
were fake.
not being familiar with English. Is this like their way of translating that?
As did Monomi as
Not being familiar with Japanese,
she was
rather.
also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
I don't know. I get the feeling like in Japanese she just says that in English or something like that. Actually, this voice, doesn't it let you hear it? Or am I wrong? Might be. No. Never mind. Thinking of a different game, I think.
Do you have a minute?
I mean, there could be more reasons for me to doubt you. Maybe. I don't know. What else? You look worried. Sure.
Well...
Military base and the plushie factory, so basically just the rest of this island. Oh right, the castle will be important. Nagito's room will probably have the book thing that he got.
Can you hear me?
What?
I see. I see.
The Death Note.
Huh?
No. Nagito does not have the power of God and anime on his side.
See?
I haven't watched that movie, but like I'm tempted to. Like I've never even seen Death Note, and I'm tempted to just watch the movie first to see how that is without knowing anything about Death Note. Okay, it's not really true because I know quite a bit about Death Note, but except to do it. I do have added I have what is it, Neo Yokio? I put that on my Netflix list. I heard some stuff. That's the anime, that's the Jaden Smith anime. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think is there really anything noteworthy about this? The laptop might be important. Do you expect to have been killed? Where did he even get a laptop from? That is probably not relevant. Manufacturing equipment? Yeah, I don't see how that would... This is probably important. There's nothing inside. You got something?
My. However.
Yes.
Well?
Just gonna keep showing Kazuichi get blown up.
Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Amazing!
I'm not sure what your point is. No, we do not have time for that.
Easy as pie.
It's all gravy. Don't know.
Enough already!
There's no bomb. I don't believe you.
See,
That doesn't
I
seem like
see.
that would be correct.
However.
Who knows?
I mean, you have claws. How? That wouldn't make any sense that you have nothing but cotton inside of you.
Please wait.
No.
How did? What?
Well done.
Yeah. Well, too bad no one's going to. Oh God.
That is.
Well, Monokuma is not allowed to kill you. So. What was his account exactly? He didn't seem like he gave us any useful information. What's going on with it up top? It's locked. But no, that seems very important. I have no idea why we're skipping over that. I'll probably have to come back here later. Kazuichi.
Man. Hey!
Kazuichi's that character that I'm like surprised is still alive at this point. He was like what's his face in the first game who I forgot the name of. He was like a fortune teller or something like that. You know, expected him to die like super early on. It's like nope, he survived to the end somehow.
However,
Knew they weren't real, right? Why wouldn't you be able to use the whatever? It doesn't mean anything.
Whoa! Huh? Maybe. All right.
Tank is fake. Wait, what am I? Did I talk to Kazuichi?
Man. Hey!
No. Or yes, rather, but not that. Okay, no, I thought I saw something that I didn't see. There's not much of anything here. What is this again? Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. There's totally nothing in here. There's nothing there, so you just need to go to the castle, I think, and to Nagito's room. I wonder what Nezumi translates to. Translates to the huge spoiler, probably. Meaning rat or mouse. Okay, that's it. I'm shocked. It's just Mouse Castle or something.
Yo.
Yep. And there's one missing.
I see.
It's the same spear.
Also,
But it's still somehow not from here.
well, yeah.
Spear with a cord is just a harpoon? No, not necessarily. Because it's a weight at the end. A harpoon doesn't have a weight. It's usually like anchored to something, I guess, but not really. More similar to like a kusarigama, kind of. Something like that. That seems like the sort of thing he'd do. Like, even after he's dead, it's like, no, he made someone kill him. Why are we here? Just to suffer? Yes, actually. Yeah.
I see.
Maybe? Instead of trying to do this manually, how about I simplify this? Oh, well.
Hajime.
What's this?
What?
What are you gonna do?
To do what?
Boy, tough crowd. Fine.
I don't know. I didn't understand anything about what he just said.
Loose.
The grammatical error didn't help.
Perhaps. Hey.
Who was it that broke Hajime's door? Was it Akane? Oh, that's the thing. That's the pink box that Monami mentioned. Why was that stolen? Well, it's clear he had a few screws loose.
Perhaps.
Why did Nagito get a fridge? Yeah, I don't know, man. Why would he steal this? Is it even anything inside of it?
Hold it.
If it was dangerous, then Nagito probably wouldn't have taken it. Is that a trading card or something? No, it's a notebook. Never mind. It doesn't look anything like a notebook. Does that say grade? What? Did she? And there's some really important thing in there. What? When did that happen?
Hey, hey.
Did I forget that, or?
Stop it!
Like, was that something that happened and I forgot, or was there something off about that that I'm...
I won't forgive you.
Like, I don't know. Or was that something that actually just didn't happen? And that's the thing that's off.
Huh?
Oh, right, he did try to go, yeah.
No! Hey, hey. Ta-da!
Hey!
Is this someone else's diary?
Who are you? Yaha!
What?
That's wrong!
Oh, just because she don't, right?
Phew!
I was thinking it was like she couldn't read or something.
Hey, hey.
What are you saying?
What are you even talking about? Is Monomi gonna take over for like the final chapter?
Bye-bye.
Obviously, she's not going to tell us anything. But yeah, she's not illiterate. It's like she literally physically can't write. Yeah, Monokuma is in the bathtub. That's weird.
No.
Got the last one for this chapter.
Hey, hey.
So we're just gonna not check that? Anything in the fridge?
Huh? Hmm.
For poisoning use only? Gee, I wonder what it is when it says Monokuma special poison. For poisoning. Poison for poisoning.
Could it be? Ah! Hmm. Well, see?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like anyone used any poison though.
Perhaps.
He has that huge jacket.
Hey, hey.
Is that gonna be his next plan? Oh,
See?
we don't know. I don't know because you said it. Yes.
Perhaps.
Okay. Like his bed, I don't. Why is there no bedding on it?
Hey, hey.
I don't. I feel. Nagito seems like the type that wouldn't be into porn. Yep. He planned on using that poison. That's this porn watching equipment.
Hajime.
Nagito would be an NTR. Blue aluminum? Was that from the poison bottle, maybe?
Wait. Time out.
Shower room. There's the window. Yep. Can barely see that window. Nice looking bow on that treasure box, though. Should say to check this last.
Well?
What? A shelf?
Yep.
Great. No. It doesn't matter. He's dead. No one cares. Yeah, there's the book. Oh, files, whatever. Which is a lie. No, don't believe him. It's like that might also be untrue. I don't think it is. Didn't seem like it. Well, he made it sound like there was other information, it just wasn't very interesting or something. Book is just filled with the thickness. No. You consider that maybe there's really important information on the other pages? Yep. Because Nagito's an asshole.
Hey, hey. Huh?
Everyone. Oh, wait. As in, including the other person? Um.
profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak
Why are there
Academy.
multiple pages then? What information is there?
If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
It's just really like
It's impossible
uninteresting
to obtain
information
new clues
about
from
them that they already knew.
Yeah, seems like it. Huh?
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Nagito's name?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking
Oh.
about Byakuya Togame. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Byakuya's the traitor. Please tell me Monokuma isn't going to take
No
this.
way!
I think that might be notable. But, I feel like he's gonna come back because he has to explain how he got fat.
Too bad.
Wait, a different reason for what exactly?
You're getting all riled up.
You said a different person? Is that Byakuya mean? I don't know. Oh god. Is Byakuya cloned?
What the heck?
Byakuya's a big fat phony. Ultimate imposter. What does that even mean? What does that ability mean? It's not Byakuya. I'm surprised they decided to tell us that now and not later.
Hey,
Was it just someone going by that name? I mean, correct information. As in they don't know anything? You said his gender. That doesn't make any sense. His gender is unknown. I think someone used that word, didn't know what it meant.
Perhaps.
That's that's the reason.
so cool.
Are we gonna get any more information, or is that just gonna be all that is? And the other Byakuya is just gone.
Oh.
You can have more than one talent. What? That's not how that works.
Anyway. That's right.
And then what if this is also a lie? Something about his past or whatever.
No, no!
I mean, you could just not do that. And Monokuma wasn't the one that did that, right? Get the feeling you're not much better. Why would I don't know. I don't know what Monokuma is. He was more or less the villain of the first game, so
Could it be?
Hey,
saying there should be 17 or there should be 15.
Correct!
Just because I don't know.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, that file seems mostly useless.
Are you sure about this?
No, that's it.
Bye-bye!
Yeah. Question: where does Monokuma go when he sinks into the floor? I don't know.
What is most
Anime.
important for living things? Well, personally,
Yeah, it's not
I
an
think
anime thing
time
or a
is.
cartoon thing.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time.
We never looked
There is
into that
nothing
laptop.
more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
Last
so
class
please
trial?
gather at Monokuma Rock.
I don't know.
I'll see you soon.
I was told there are 6 chapters. Was I lied to?
Yep.
Granted, I didn't look too deeply into that either. So I could have been fed false information.
But still.
Or it could be a post-game chapter or something like that. I don't know, whatever. She's gonna kill
Well?
us all. Next 2 days will encompass 8 more chapters. Chapter 6 is another game. Oh, they would do it too. If they had the time and the budget.
But still. Right?
Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe things will turn out horribly. Let's do this. Let's do it. We can do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna end it. We're not gonna end it. But
Damn
revelations will happen.
Huh?
Damn it.
Stupid fool!
That's right. Damn it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Of course not. You know, right? That's right. You.
So Kazuichi's not the killer. You got what?
Huh?
That's probably right.
Got it? I'll beat you up!
What does that mean? Why is Monami all serious all of a sudden?
Huh?
Wait.
She had determination.
Ah.
Maybe it could be useful.
But still. Yep.
There's no one on this thing. And all this empty space.
Well?
Oh, yeah.
You are right.
That's the Monster Piece mode. I think. Because I think you have to... I think that's like holding both sides of the screen or something like that. Except you could have just been useful instead of being an asshole, but you know. But I'm glad he's dead and I hope he burns in hell. This place looks different.
Well now. Shut the hell up!
Yeah.
Hey!
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right.
Now then. Viva killing!
Or like chapter 6 is going to be like you use the class trial gameplay to just actually shoot shoot someone. I don't know. Turned out he was awful. He was so awful. It was Taro. He did it. He's the killer. I'm sure. Just most of them are dead. like it's like, why are you even bothering to show that screen? Almost, it seems like. I mean, I know why, but yeah, it looks weird. Let's save. I shouldn't need to save too many more times. Like, all right. Final countdown. I still have no skills, and there are so many. Those are basically just for getting trophies. It seems like. Yeah. So, we're doing this, or I could leave you on a cliffhanger, and next week, then we'll find out what happens. No, I'm not gonna do that, but, I am going to leave you for a few minutes, about 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I don't know. So 8:55. That's when I'll be back. Snack break? Nah. I mean, it's whatever. It's a everything break. I need to not stare at this screen. I need to not do anything I'm doing right now for a bit. Otherwise, I will die. Yeah. So then I'll be back as usual. Until then, there's whatever this is. I don't know. Just listen to this. I'm sorry. I'm sure that was enjoyable, but yeah. But instead, you can listen to me because that's what you come here for. I'm sure. Yeah. The volume's gonna get higher, isn't it? I need to adjust things in that case. It's done. It's done. We're back. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Well, I should check the... Not that. Actually, yes, that. I should check the clues. Well, first I should check on my pet. Not presents. Keep forgetting. Clean. What if I oh, what do I give this thing? Can I give it a toy camera? That totally works. Now it has hope. They've done it. Is your pet a snake now, or is it getting eaten by a snake? I'm pretty sure the pet is a snake. Yeah, I don't know. It was a rabbit originally. Now it's not. The victim is Nagito. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Okay. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Look at this. The laceration where? His left arm. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with a rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off over Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. Bio knife that was stabbed into Nagito's right hand. The knife was from the military base. It's safe to assume that the wounds to Nagito's legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. The reason the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain that's only above the middle joints of his fingers. So it only has one image, doesn't show the image of the back. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, however the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. Spear impaled through Nagito's stomach. A cord with an iron weight at the end of it extends from the back of the hand. For some reason, only the section where the cord and weight touch is bloody. Well, more than that has blood on it. I don't know. I hope that's not a mistranslation. Life-size Monokuma plushie that was found on the floor near the fire's origin point. It's a huge bloody hole in its stomach as if it was stabbed. Faint red line is on the right ceiling corner inside the goods warehouse. Panels. Line. Lighter. MP3 player. Had music for reasons that we could not determine. Secretly used one of the bombs from the military base at the ancient rooms and found that the bombs were fake. No one was apparently peeking at the whole thing. No longer the bombs were fake, however, apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. I don't see how that would be relevant. Diary that Monami. Did she? According to Monokuma, Monomi can't write. It's written at Nagito's cottage under his bed. Nagito's cottage under his bed. It's a round, thin piece of aluminum paper. Poison found inside the refrigerator nuggets cause warning label on the back of the bottle states this enchantment was highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. The gas states heavy in the air, breaks down in minutes, susceptible to hydrolysis. So is this possible for that? God, I'm talking too much and too fast, too loose, too furious. Okay. There was barely anything here. Okay. There's not a ton to remember, I don't think. Let's do it. Start it.
Now then, let's
get going.
begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly,
Why am I still listening to this?
Oh my, Monami, my
Here's
cute
Monami.
little sister, you're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
What? No, she just doesn't even care.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
Just...
This will be my final blow!
I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Maybe?
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect
As
the
in, maybe
traitor?
they just...
They didn't
Maybe,
call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't
he
tell me
didn't
you're
know the traitor?
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way
Or...
in hell I'm the traitor.
I don't know. Oh god.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Things aren't... Everything's working, right? Okay, for a second, because for a second, things started... My computer started freaking out. I thought, like, OBS had crashed, but I think it's fine. Okay.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So there's the reason
he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing
to
him?
believe that they didn't torture him.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If
It-
so, the suspect
Oh, the bombs, I think.
is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Was it torture in the first place?
The killer didn't tape Nagito.
Do I have reason to believe they're not?
His mouth to shut him up.
Duct tape.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The
Slushy.
reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
Look at the panels. Alright.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find?
Okay, was it count? What was that again? You knew that the bombs are fake and never told anyone.
Find out by torturing him. Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
That's not.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko. I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Well, he did find it by coincidence. Okay, so I don't think that's relevant.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
I wonder if I.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Not.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
These things have weird hitboxes, I
Definitely the
guess.
bomb's hiding place.
If so, the
Oh my.
suspect
Duct tape.
is whoever.
The blood splatter onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it. So, wait a minute, what did he say about the duct? Oops. I don't know how that happened.
Found the bomb first!
Hold on a second.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Where is it? Duct tape.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Yeah.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Is duct tape evidence that that's not the case?
No, that's wrong.
Apparently it is. Yep, let's pretend I knew it. I'm a genius. I didn't just randomly guess that. You wouldn't have been able to.
For information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Oh,
I'm prepared.
so we're arguing why they were torturing him? I thought we were arguing whether or not he was
I
tortured.
just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
What are you talking about? Caught in the frame trap, Hajime.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down.
Crosswords duel. Oh, jeez. Success, I did it.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
The problem is it cuts them off, so
Pay
I...
attention. This is how first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Sounds reasonable. That contradicts the truth.
Pay attention. This is how it went first. The killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Duct tape,
Then,
spear,
after they killed him,
plushie. Later.
they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Hold on, what is the... Okay. I need to... I wish there was a way to just look at everything that I have, or all the clues that actually apply to this, but I can't check which ones are actually the ones that apply. Tape, is it the tape again? Tied to nearby pillars.
Attention,
tape,
this is
tape.
how it went first. The killer
Oops.
tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
It's not. No.
Then, after they killed him,
Killed him.
they duct taped his mouth shut.
Is there some reason the duct tape? No? I don't see how.
Crap!
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Well, no. Hold on.
They duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Actually, no, yeah, I know.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito.
If I can get to...
About the bomb's location.
Where you at, duct tape? There you go.
After they killed him,
There you go.
Allow me to cut through those words. No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with...
I wish there was like a better way of doing that.
What did you say?
Cause it's like sometimes it's just like I can't cycle to the thing that I want in time.
We'll settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
What?
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before
And then
the
like
torture
sometimes just like I
began.
don't know which clues I have, and then it's like, okay, well I need to cross-reference and whatever. Because I don't remember exactly what information is attached to every single clue, so...
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
It doesn't matter because he was moving his mouth.
Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
Well, I mean, I guess there are multiple reasons.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Which all of us did.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
I didn't really destroy any evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
Hajime did it off screen.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the
I mean,
warehouse.
I think there's... Oh, yeah, there's a game where that happens.
Yeah. And right after I opened
Yeah.
the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very
There's a
bottom.
game where the killer does everything off screen and it makes
Which
no
means
sense.
It is plausible to think
Like
that
one of the
nobody
playable
here set the
characters.
fire.
Actually, I think the fact that it's whatever. Don't listen to me.
Huh. I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Spoilers for a game that
It was only
for a mystery game.
The timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
And she's a murderer.
Alrighty then. Let's think about
Maybe.
this based on what Miss Sonia thinks.
Or
Is
Chiakios.
that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Always for a game. There is gameplay, allegedly. Well, no, don't worry. There was something more specific that I said.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer
Sort of?
used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some
Can't
kind
even
of
see
setup?
that.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No.
They probably just threw the lighter.
No.
Based
There
on
we
the
go.
shape of that oil lighter, it can
Clatter,
stand
clatter.
upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I actually thought that was the last one. I didn't realize, and then I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't the last one.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Yes.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
The lighter was probably on, and then just, yeah.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the
I mean, that's
Monokuma
not
panels.
what dominoes are primarily meant for, but yes.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second,
This is new.
and from there,
Cardboard
they fell
boxes.
like dominoes until they reached
Yes.
the lighter at the end.
That's important information. Gotta know that there are cardboard boxes in that
But
room.
wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Not if you couldn't hear them.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
Also that, I
The
guess.
reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Was it the music? I assume you're talking about the music, because otherwise you wouldn't have. Yeah. Probably.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Yep. Just for those panels?
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
The only thing with Chiaki being the killer is that you'd have to wonder why she's being so helpful. But was it the second to last case? Or was it the last case? I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which class trial it was in the first game. In one of them, the main character's framed. Or they frame, like, I don't remember, it's like they frame Kyoko and then Makoto. I don't remember, and then it's like if you lie and say Kyoko didn't do it, then they
And when we opened the door, the dominoes
decide to execute
started.
Makoto.
Falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
But then, like, it's
Yeah,
just like he
And
gets
that's how the
saved
warehouse
somehow.
caught on
I don't know.
fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
No, I don't even remember. You have another
Because the
class
panel
trial
was blocking
for
it, right?
something else. I don't remember what it is you're trying to
With
prove.
the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, That door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
The only entrance to the warehouse. I was barely paying attention. Couldn't take any merch. Killer couldn't have left. Couldn't see inside. Could have fit inside. I wasn't paying attention to what she was saying. I guess it's that.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Nagito?
You don't mean...
Hajime? What do you mean?
Nagito killed Nagito.
This is my answer.
This is the best possible outcome.
What if it was Nagito?
We're in the brightest timeline right now.
He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim.
If Nagito
Huh?
actually
Not just
is the killer,
victim.
this is the best possible
He was the
scenario.
victim, and he was the perpetrator too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
It's happened before.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But
Could have been.
Nagito might do something like that. Don't you
Nagito's
think?
insane.
That's not the issue. He was tied
Yeah, he was tied up.
remember?
That's
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
what?
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Does that have something to do with the fact that burned rope, maybe?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying
Knife,
both
duct
arms would
tape,
be impossible.
flushy,
Couldn't do much with the free arm.
panels,
It'd be
lighter.
impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke. Is that
Take
a dirty joke?
off. Front tail?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by
Yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Oops.
Or if you use your front tail?
What's front tail
Dirty
mean?
joke. Is that a dirty joke?
Torture wounds. Wait. His thighs were covered with a lot of stab wounds. His legs were tied to pillars. I mean, only one rope was. Yeah, the sleeve looks clean. So that probably wasn't from the fire. Where do I use that though? Oops.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Where you at?
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What does that mean?
Dirty joke!
What does
Is that a
take
dirty
off
joke?
mean? I don't know.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible
Maybe I
if
should
you were by
try
yourself.
something. Yeah, that doesn't seem.
Crap!
There's nothing about.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Yeah, he only
No,
tied
that's wrong.
one arm. Okay. I guess I see what they're going for.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his
He
arms
never
and
tied
legs
the
were-
other arm.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The sleeve.
I see! Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was
Take a close
burned
look.
up,
Did they
his
take
sleeve wasn't
photos?
burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this,
Like,
no matter
when
how
did
you
they
think
take
about it, is
photos?
unnatural.
I don't know.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What is what? Why? What?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Excuse me?
That's definitely wrong.
What even?
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I
What
let
is
him
it?
touch
What
it.
is this conversation right now?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
I don't know.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Wait,
Hold on. There should be a way.
wait, what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
If
understand.
it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Right hand using only your right hand. Mini game. Or no, okay. Well, I mean it is sort of a mini game. You could say that. Blushy, the blood on the girder. The girder blood seems like weird.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Did he somehow?
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Except there's not that much on the girder. There's blood on it. Like, it bothers me that it says it's a red line. It's like that's not red. That's not blood. Like it should just say that it's blood instead of saying that it's a red line. I don't know. None of these. There's a line. I assume there's a knife attached like a rope or something like that.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
How would he do
If you're
that?
tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Get back that Benjamin.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Is that, like, I don't know which.
It's wrong?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
if he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a
It might not be
throwing
this
knife
at all.
expert?
It's like,
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
is there? Oh, no.
It's wrong?
I guess that's not it.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Once
how
again, I
could he
don't
stab his
remember
right hand
every.
with his right hand?
Calm
If
down.
he threw the knife into the air,
Annals.
And let the
Lighter?
knife
No, it's not the
fall.
lighter. As far as I know, the torture ones don't give me any more information. His thighs were covered with stab wounds. Yeah, I don't think so. I guess those legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Girder plus knife fall? I just did that. That didn't work.
could he stab his hand that
But also,
way?
that wouldn't necessarily explain why there'd be blood
Is
on
he a
it.
throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
Actually, wait a minute. I just completely ignored this.
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
Yep.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
Okay, let's just stop trying to focus on that at all. I don't need that much extra
If
time.
he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
There we go.
I agree with that.
Just I forgot the plushie was there.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Like, I almost wish I could just go into the
Inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up.
clues and just have every clue be an option or something.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
But then how did it get so far away?
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand,
What?
he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
Haven't been trying to prove something that's
The
incorrect.
spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Yeah, I already see where that's going. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Yeah,
Like I said, if you
okay.
got penetrated by something so
Video
big
game,
and thick,
please.
you would die instantly.
Say it one more time.
Okay, Junpei.
For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
It's not against the rules to
If
speak,
you even think
technically.
about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
And what is that?
Mamonami sassing me.
Mamonami?
But it's just as
Manamana?
Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
I want to
feel
believe
that
too,
there's
Chiaki.
Some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Unfortunately, I think you're the killer.
Kinda well.
Because you're pushing the suicide thing kind of hard.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
You're sounding like
Everyone
Nagito right now.
working together.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
How did
The
Nagito
spear?
stab himself with a spear?
Torch runes, rope,
Let's work
knife,
together and think this through.
blood on his hand,
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
duct
his
tape,
right hand was covered by the knife, right?
plushie.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was
Blood.
also
Oops.
tied up.
Damn it.
Then that rules out his
Which one
left
is it?
hand.
Left hand.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
What is the front tail?
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Why was that?
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Why was that a thing that I could refute?
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Oops.
He was only able to move his left
Thing is, I
hand.
never know.
But his left hand
Like, I
was
feel like
also
they should
tied
have
up.
like slightly different colors
Then
for
that rules out
those.
his left hand.
No, it doesn't. Slightly different colors for like the different, for like the noise of the. What is it called? It's what is it? White noise? What is it called?
They're
just called noise?
His left hand.
I don't remember.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off
Like
about his
depending on
left
how much health it has, like it usually go from like red
stain
to
on the
like
palm of
purple to
his
blue
hand.
or something like that.
Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Back his hand was exposed and gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such
And
a
it was.
strange-looking bloodstain
And
on
then
his
there's like the
palm
little
and the back of his
thing
hand.
that he probably was holding the weight on the
Was he
spear,
grabbing his front tail?
firmly grasping. What? What?
Perish the thought!
Wouldn't that be
He was
impossible?
obviously grabbing the spear.
His hand was still tied.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
The fact that we've so quickly established this as a suicide makes me think it
But
is
even
not a
if he held
suicide.
the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're
Gonna
getting
transform into a cat.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Blade cord handle the shaft.
I
Cord.
see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
Yeah, why is
I'm sorry. Of course course, this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Chiaki's looking sketchy right now. Left hand.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
I don't think that's a thing.
At a time like this,
In court.
how about we stick
Yes.
to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
It's just before that. So he was in before at the step too. Oh no. Great. There's a much simpler way I could do this probably, but well, you know. Yep. Why is my life so low? There's the sphere just forward. Impaled Nagito. Above him. Under him? How did he under him? Why would you ever choose that? Now we got new gameplay. Exciting new mechanics. New things to make you nauseous. Oh god, this actually is like... gives me motion sickness a little bit. Besides here, what else is above Nagito? Girder. Please insert girder. Yep. Why? Why do you do this to me? What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope? The nugget? Oh no, the rope. The cord. Like, why does that last section even exist?
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
It's like you figured out the whole thing, but it's like, oh, here's one last little thing. Just to mess you up for no reason.
In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself,
But
did
it
he
never
have
does.
some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord
blood was
probably
on
rubbed
his...
off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Oh, the blood was on the cord first.
So, how about it? Using this method,
I feel like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, though.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like
But
that.
they're like
If
half the
someone else
clues that we
did,
haven't
there's
used.
no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was
He'd
probably
see-
trying to get us to make a mistake.
What?
By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't feel sympathetic toward him, even though he probably was murdered, but, you know. Forgot that Nagito was an asshole.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Yeah.
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
And Shaki's like, shut
So why
up.
did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right. I
It totally seems like something he would
It
do,
appears we've come to a
but it's
conclusion.
probably not.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
What does that mean?
So
Because
what
there's
are
so
you
much
gonna
evidence
do?
that you didn't
Is
use.
it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You're right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here.
Keep in mind that if you're wrong, that's a problem, right? You know that.
Right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
That's what
Hold on.
he
Why?
cut himself off.
Sorry,
I know it-
just a
I-
little
like-
more.
Like
want guys
you have
wait
to
just a
make
little
that
more.
tighter.
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the
I don't think I've
issue
ever
here
seen a
is
game
who
do
killed
that properly.
Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide.
Okay, you're right. Sonic Adventure 2 did it.
I'm a little
I
worried,
guess.
I'm worried about starting
Maybe
the game time while
unintentionally.
there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
He couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Evidence that even he couldn't mess with. The Monoguma file? He wouldn't be able to mess with that. But that's probably not. That's not evidence actually. Gone through like all of these. Is that it's not that the notebooks aren't related. The file? Something related to his death though. The file isn't really well, yeah, something with a traitor, but otherwise. Then there was that, but that's not. I'm gonna say the file.
crap.
It's not the file. Except why doesn't she just say it? Because she's thinking it. I mean, is it the poison?
Crap.
It's not the poison. He did not eat the poison. Okay. We've more or less established what all of this means. Or most likely means. The bombs? The gas mask? Let's try the gas mask.
Crap.
No. What?
Crap.
No. The other account? Was it the plushie? 'Cause that was moved away.
Crap.
No. I'll just go through everything until I get it. Apparently none of those. Oh, so then it must be Hajime, obviously. As always.
This is my... We will never give up.
Okay. It's not the file. The poison? Wait, did I try the poison? I already tried that. I'm an idiot. Okay. The notebook's not related. Or maybe it is somehow. I don't know. I should literally just go down the list.